Oh my gosh. Who doesn't love a hump day? It's hump day. Wednesday. Don't forget to get your hump on and all that good jazz. Good morning, y'all. It's Wednesday. You know how we do. It's time to dive in and step into the goddess realm. So here's the deal. Yes, I have my bathrobe on. I've actually been up and at 'em for a little bit, but it's freaking freezing in here. So I refuse to be uncomfortable. So that's one of the beauty parts about creating a lifestyle where you can work from home at your leisure. So I know you guys love me regardless, right? Grab your water. Let's chug a lug, social it up. Hit like when you're done. Scrumptious. Let's dive in, guys. Thank you, God. Thank you to our goddesses, our guides, our angels, our fairies. Thank you for all the wonderful, amazing direction and guidance that you've had for us. And we ask that you continue to guide and direct our reading for today. We ask that anyone who hears this message be blessed by it. Please make it applicable to each of us in our own lives so we understand exactly what it is that we're supposed to be doing. And all these many wonderful things we ask in unconditional love. Amen. All right, let's dive in. So guys, I was kind of doing my own little thing before we got started today. And I'm really thinking we're going to talk to our Crystal Mandala deck today. And I feel like we're only going to get maybe one or two cards. I'm not entirely sure. I don't know that this will be a long reading, but you know, I say that every day. We all see how that turns out, right? You know, it probably wouldn't hurt if I turned the daggone ceiling fan off. All right. Shuffle, shuffle, shuffle. That's what I'm feeling. So we're going to shuffle, shuffle, shuffle. All right, y'all. Let's make some stuff happen. So I want to give you a couple of heads up of some things that are happening. I am working on some studio space and moving some things around, so some of this might change, just heads up. Working with new, because I'll have a new space to do a new background wall. And also, I'll be traveling for about 2 weeks at the middle of July to the end, to early August, like the 14th. Well, no, I think it's the 14th through the 28th, specifically, Friday through Friday. So I have no clue what my setup is going to be. I don't know if I'll have my laptop on me. We might honestly just be working from the cell phone like back in the day. Back in the day, what, 3-4 months ago? Good morning, Nicole. Woo, hello. Okay. Bonus. I just heard bonus on that. Okay. Because I hadn't asked any questions. So really, I just want to give you a heads up on that. But I'm trying to work out my details so that, you know, we can keep things flowing. Okay, thank you, crystals. Thank you to our mandala deck. Thank you to our gods, our guidesses. I think I'm just going to start calling them guidesses because I keep messing that up. What is it that you want, or that we need to know, that you want for us, really? That's what was coming to mind. Okay, we've got our first card here. I love this card. I do. All right. Goddess, I'm going to call her Zai Wang Mu. Tolite. I'm sorry, guys. You know, I'm the worst when it comes to pronunciation. Oh, yeah, that was a... All right, let's see what we have. Rare success. I kind of like the sound of that, right? Okay, rare success. We bring you the empowerment of rare success. You are bringing something utterly unique, special, and precious to the world. Whilst there are creations that are worthwhile and valuable, which can manifest swiftly, There are others that are labors of love requiring diligence, strength, and long-term commitment to bring them to life in the world. These exquisite creations are the divine manifestations of rare success, in which shall stand the test of time and offer a legacy of comfort, encouragement, and divine grace for generations to come. One of the things I just want to start before I dive into this is just to recap yesterday, and specifically our Isis card. And we talked a lot about the law of vibration when we understand that our voice, our music or our voice cannot only create, but it clears, it creates and manifests. So the things that we're not only thinking and speaking, but that we're feeling, that we become intentional creators, because again, we're creating at all times, but now we become intentional creators. So awesome. We're getting a sign of rare success, unique unto us. And one of the first things I take from that right off top before we dive in is we can't compare ourselves to other people, because our success is unique only to us. And we talked about that. Do we allow other people to set the bar of success for us, or do we live according to our own personal lives, staying true to our authentic selves, and we set the bar of success? So let's dive in. These are everyday acts of creation. And nope. Okay, hold on. Sorry. I was told to hold off. Go to our bonus card. That was my bad. Ooh. I almost felt like my breath got snatched from me. Archangel Michael, the lapis lazuli, the vision. Lapis lazuli, the vision. Okay, what are you trying to say to us? Let me make a marker right here. Give me a hot sec. I heard bonus, but now I'm curious. Maybe this was the first card. I don't know. Archangel Michael, thank you. You always have such amazing info for us. Okay, the vision. We bring you the gift of vision, an inspirational insight from which you shall derive energy, motivation, and a sense of purpose. You have many abilities and the capacity to do numerous things with your talent, time, and energy. We know your heart yearns for meaningful, focused purpose. You have things you want to accomplish, perhaps so many that at times you feel as though you are attempting to live more than one life in this lifetime. We know you can benefit from a vision, something that integrates all you want to do into one unifying purpose. I'll take it. Even if you do not see how it is possible for all your talents and dreams to be woven into one master vision, we know that love makes all things possible. According to its own creative intelligence and wisdom, the universe shall take care of the details, and from the loving universal mind, in accordance with divine timing and your own readiness, we shall gift you with your vision. That is so amazing. And the big thing that I love about this is, I don't know about y'all, but there are times where I've got so many different projects going on, and I can't even really say so many different projects, but I've got varying projects that don't always sync with each other, that I'm like, I know that this is part of what I'm supposed to do, but how does this integrate with that? And Archangel Michael's telling us clearly, we know you can benefit from a vision, something that integrates all that you want to do into one unifying purpose. And in doing so, wow. That's just, hold on, I'm sorry. My mind just kind of went into a whole other direction. But I love this. Okay, I think now we go back to, so we have some clarity. So what I'm going to do, guys, I'm going to actually do something different. I'm going to move these two around. And then in addition to that, what I'm going to say is, let me see if I can scoot that over so you can get the whole card. There we go. Remembering, in this deck, our angel cards are earth angels. So this is related to our physical realm, whereas our goddesses are both spiritual and earth. So this rare success that we're going to feel is going to be both in our spiritual lives and in our physical earthly lives. So let's dip back to rare success. Now that we know that the vision that is coming to us is going to allow us to fully integrate. And I love the fact that that is right on time, because what have we been talking about so much over the last 2.5 weeks now? Divine masculine, divine feminine, integrating, divine sun child. We have different aspects of self. And now we're going to start to see the vision in how to fully integrate all those aspects of self into one. one unifying vision specifically. So again, rare success. There are everyday acts of creation, and then there are rare acts of creation. Each plays an important part in the sustaining of the life of this planet. An example of an everyday act of creation might be the cooking of meals. This is an art and a process, and it delivers a result in a relatively short turnaround of time. It is very important to the sustaining of human life. Then there are sacred and rare creations that serve life in very special ways. Now this is interesting. Grandmother goddess Zai Wang Mu nurtures a garden of divine peach trees which bloom once every 3,000 years. The sacred orchard of Zai Wang Mu is a beautiful mystery and one that gives us perspective on timing. You could say that for the soul, immortality is a rare success. Cultivated over 3,000 years is a rare spiritual prize worth attaining. It cannot be hurried, however. Like the sacred grandmother and caretaker of the Garden of Immortality knows, some things are worth the wait. There is a capacity in you to bring through a rare success. To put it in more everyday terms, you are in this lifetime, and your soul mission for the long term and the creative potential of this lifetime is far greater than you currently realize. Even if you have ambitious spiritual visions for your life or a bold dream you want to accomplish, there's more you are going to birth through your life on this planet than what you understand right now. This will be a beautiful discovery to look forward to, and also a reminder that there are bigger plans afoot, and sometimes your need for immediate results has to be sacrificed to the timing needed for the success of the greater purpose. I just want to repeat that part. This will be a beautiful discovery to look forward to, and also a reminder that there are bigger plans afoot, and sometimes your need for immediate results has to be sacrificed to the timing needed for the success of the greater purpose, which I think is amazing, because so many times last week we got messages telling us that things are working in the backdrop, that the universe, that our angels, that our guides, that God is working things in our favor, even though we maybe don't see it right now in our physical world, that things are working out for the long run. So again, remember, patience, please. I think we got that card a couple of times from our fairy deck. Patience, please. Zai Weng Ming comes to you with a reassuring message of patience, application, and commitment. Unwavering thoughts, feelings, and actions. Patience, application, and commitment. You are growing. You may compare yourselves to others and wonder why you aren't striding ahead in leaps and bounds as they seem to be. But it takes far less time to assemble a house of cards than it does a palace. Wow. But it takes far less time to assemble a house of cards than it does a palace. Wow. The grander the contribution you are going to make in this lifetime, the greater the care, time, and attention to the foundations. It just blows me, because this is everything we've been talking about. If you're feeling patient, though at times perhaps a little restless to continue with all that needs to be done, then you understand this. If you're feeling insecure, worried that you're not making progress because you feel like you're laying groundstones whilst others have already begun putting their roof tiles, then you need to relax, trust, and understand that any sense of being held back or needing to go through more lessons is not a sign of weakness or inadequacy. To the contrary, it is a sign of spiritual empowerment and preparation for the full substance of your spiritual gift to manifest in the world, which shall be rich and rare offering, capable of bringing great spiritual support to ready souls. So again, as you obtain this amazing gift, not only spiritual gift, but this gift here in the world, this great it brings about great spiritual support to ready souls. So again, as we receive, we're helping others, right? If you're struggling with patience, with wondering when you will have your lucky break or breakthrough, with why things seem to be going so slow, or if your efforts are ever going to bear fruit, no pun intended, then the oracle of rare success comes to you with guidance. Things are happening. They are happening according to divine timing. The wait will be worth it. So let's go ahead and do our short healing process with this. And again, guys, this is usually when we hold the card in any particular way. So I'm going to move this out of the way. And I am actually going to move, woo, hold on, sit tight. I am actually going to move me out of the way. Let's see, how do I want to do that? I'm sorry. Messing things up. All right. Zoom in just a skosh for you. Okay. So our healing trick, or our healing process, excuse me. So let's take a couple of deep breaths and get into our center. I call upon the crystal angel of Stromtolite and the goddess Zaiwang-Mu, who love me unconditionally. Thank you for the divine healing empowerment of rare success. I bow my head in humble honoring and gratitude for the divine gift of rare success. May I soften my heart and allow the exquisite workings of divine grace to enter the world assisted by my service. May I serve the divine manifestation of rare success with unconditional trust and unshakable will and tender compassion. Through my own free will, so be it. So, okay, guys, what we're going to do now is I want you to hold your phone, I guess, in this case, because normally it would be the card, but hold your phone with the mandala facing outwards at your crown chakra. So, again, that's going to be at the top of your head. You're going to hold your phone with the mandala, the picture, the image, the screen facing outwards. So let's take a couple of deep breaths and relax. I choose of my own free will, through this and any lifetime, and through all layers of my entire being, to release impatience, distrust, and limitations on what is possible for the divine to manifest. I choose to accept the perfection, grace, and tender love of the divine plan unfolding. May all beings feel the sweetness and realization that divine grace serves them with unconditional love. May the sweetest and rarest spiritual success shine beautiful blessings throughout the universe. Through divine empowerment and unconditional grace, so be it. So now I want you to take your phone and you're going to hold it between your palms so you can put your hands in prayer position. Now, me personally, I like to have the image facing my non-dominant hand. That's my receiving hand. Do what's comfortable and what feels right to you. Now bow your head. May divine love bring peace, patience, and surrender into the hearts of all living beings. May the plan of divine love manifest gratefully in all realms. According to divine grace and in service to divine feminine wisdom evolving through humanity at this time, so be it. And for our affirmation today, I bow in humble honor at the blessings bestowed upon me, the divine blessing of rare success. I accept and share my success in service to love so that all beings may be happy and free. I bow in humble honor at the blessing bestowed upon me, the divine blessing of rare success. I accept and share my success in service to love so that all beings may be happy and free. I bow in humble honor at the blessing bestowed upon me, the divine blessing of rare success. I accept and share my success in service to love so that all beings may be happy and free. Oh my gosh, I just love this so much. This is so, so exciting. I thought we were done, guys, but I honestly, now that I'm sitting here, I'm not 100% sure that we are done. So what I'm going to do real quick is just take a minute to, okay, got it. Got it. All right, let me move these over here. I think we are going to talk to Isis, or she's going to talk to us rather, as well as perhaps our divine circus. All right, we're only at 20 minutes, so I'm doing good so far, right? Goddess Isis, what do you have for us? She is me. What do you have for us today? Okay. Got it. All right. Let's see what we have. Ooh. I love this. This actually popped out earlier in the week. This is interesting. And I questioned it, and I see now that it's popping out again. All right, let me zoom back out. So we have Temple of Black Obsidian, the Dark Healing Chamber. Oh my God. I'm so sorry. That's what happens because I wore sleeves. I'm so sorry, y'all. That's hilarious. It's ridiculous, but it makes me giggle too. Oh, come on. Work with me. Sorry, I was messing with my tripod earlier. Let's see if I can re-level it out. I shouldn't have done that. Okay, Temple of Black Obsidian. This is one of the very first cards I got when I worked with this deck. And I shouldn't say that. I should say this is one of the very first cards that I truly sat down and worked with. And when I got this deck. And it is amazing. It was... yeah, so I don't know that we're going to go all the way into the extreme detail, but there's something that Isis has for us, and I'm really not sure. I'm going to stop talking. Let me just get into it. Okay, Temple of Black Obsidian, the Dark Healing Chamber. Beloved initiate, the most challenging task is not to confront any external enemy, but to take courage in both hands and journey within, to meet our own dark self and begin the healing task of bringing love, acceptance, and light to it. That is the sacred purpose of any enemy, within or without, to bring us more deeply into our own being as we seek to find and heal the darkness within. Nicole says, love my Black Obsidian. Me too. You and me both. The Temple of Black Obsidian is a ruthlessly honest place about raw love and healing, truly profound and lasting. Deep relief transformation can occur here. Black Obsidian is protective and revealing. It will prevent harm from external or internal forces, but it will also reveal that which has been lurking in the shadows of the self, trying to avoid being brought out into the open for fear of condemnation. The biggest challenge we face in entering the Temple of Black Obsidian is our own unwillingness to love and accept all parts of us, right? Haven't we been talking about integrating? Now, I want to say something really quick that is kind of, I don't want to say weighing on me, but that's screaming strong. For some people, you might be like, Sharita, we've been talking a lot about healing and I've been working on that. Why are we still here? I get the impression that there might be some remnants that still need to be healed, but I don't know who. I really don't care who. It's not my business. But somebody who's going to see this, I think this is specific for one or two people in general. I don't know who. So I don't want anybody to feel like I'm calling them out or anything. But if you are still dealing with those feelings of lack and fear and I don't know and what have you, then this may be for you. The initiate who is invited to enter the Temple of Black Obsidian enters into his or her shadow, the part of us that is hidden from our own awareness and that is usually only experienced in the relationship to others, quite often as projection. So I want to repeat that. The initiate who is invited to enter the Temple of Black Obsidian enters into his or her own shadow, the part of us that is hidden from our own awareness and that is usually only experienced in relationship to others, quite often as projection. So, when you feel yourself being a hater, that's your projection. That's your shadow projecting. And I want to talk about this because this is something that I had to recognize within myself. And when we can be honest with ourselves and be truthful, then we can begin to heal it. So sometimes we see, and I'm just going to speak as ladies, right? Sometimes we may see some chick on Facebook and she may be uber fit and she's like got a whole Facebook page or Instagram page of like damn near naked selfies. And we're like, oh my God, how dare she do that? Why would she expose her body? But the reality is for 90% of us, if we looked like that, we'd be doing the same damn thing. But that judgment comes out of that shadow, right? We're projecting it on. never knowing or understanding what this woman's full story was, or why she may feel, why it might be empowering to her, or appreciating the fact that she takes such good care to you know, remain fit and to in her body. So I just want to step on that for a hot second so that we can be clear. A lot of the shit that we don't like in other people, or we're like, I hate that she does that, or why does, or look at that, or how dare they let their kid do this or that. That's your shadow speaking. You're looking at them thinking it's them, but really it's within you, right? So it's not always the easiest thing to confront, because then we have to admit to ourselves, like, fuck, I'm a closet hater. Excuse my French. I'm a closet hater, or I'm you know, I'm that girl who's always off in the corner looking at people sideways or looking at people crazy, you know, or I'm that girl who's been telling everybody love and light, but really secretly there's been dark shadows and hate and frustration and envy, you know, within me, you know. So we have to admit those things to ourselves. But once we do, we can heal it, right? This is the dark healing chamber, not the dark, like, getting scared and dwelling and being depressed chamber. All right. Lady Isis, as the dark priestess of the Temple of Black Obsidian, invites you now to confront the parts of your own ego that you have denied previously. Why? Because in doing so, you will gain more freedom, come to know yourself more wholly, and you will find that life experiences, opportunities, relationships, and breakthroughs that you have not been able to reach will suddenly become available to you. Right? We've been talking about, as we take off the glasses of fear and lack and doubt and destruction, and we put on the glasses of abundance and joy and happiness and opportunity and prosperity, and what once looked like a brick wall is now like, oh my God, that's actually a wide open door of opportunity. The dark chamber always leads to the light chamber, but one cannot avoid the initiation of the Temple of Black Obsidian on the pathway to more light. Isis will assist you in preparing for this journey by encouraging you not to allow yourself to become your own worst enemy. Most of the fear we have before the dark chamber of healing is the fear of our own criticism and rejection. Most of the fear we have before the dark chamber of healing is the fear of our own self-criticism and rejection. Isis declares that readiness for the dark chamber requires willingness to exercise non-judgment compassion and a readiness to accept all the self in all expressions. To safely enter the dark chamber and to be healed, you must be prepared to give yourself love unconditionally. You must be able to recognize judgments that you hold towards yourself, not as truths, but as old patterning. Oh my God. You must be able to recognize judgments that you hold towards yourself, right? Those judgments that you hold towards yourself, you have to recognize that they're not truth. They're not true. They're just judgments that you hold, but really they're old patterning. They're just old habits. They're old ways of thinking. We get accustomed to being defeated. We get accustomed to feeling left out. We get accustomed to being depressed. It's not who you are, right? It's just an old way of thinking, an old way of being. And maybe that was something you needed at that time to get through to where you are now. But now that you're here, we can drop that old way of thinking. Do y'all remember our fairy card that we keep getting, like getting out of debt? You're out of debt. Your debt is paid off. And what does it say? Your debt and the habit are being released. So not just physical financial debt, but that debt within love, within appreciation, within acceptance of our entire selves is being released, along with the patterns of thinking, that old patterning, those old habits. This is the time to release those. And again, for some people who've been actively confronting their shadows and working to heal them, this card in particular may serve to you in terms of focusing now on getting out of that old patterning, getting out of that old habit, those old ways of thinking. And this, again, guys, is why our mantras, our affirmations, our I am statements, our intentions, whatever you tend to lean towards, this is why they're so imperative. Just like we said yesterday, that voice, that speaking, that music, sending vibration out into the world is what we attract back to us. So we get, the more and more repetitive we are with it, the more and more we get out of that old patterning into the new patterning. Okay, let me hush and let me keep going. This is why the successful initiation of the dark chamber is a truly advanced stage of soul development. The heart has become willing to love unconditionally, and the initiate must be able to witness feelings that arise with kindness and acceptance, but not fall into them, overwhelmed, crushed, or deflated by any darkness found within them. It is worth the challenge because finding peace from pain, self-criticism, self-doubt, fear, self-judgment through healing in this temple is a gift beyond measure. So what I'm going to say to this, and this is just what I'm being led to say, is if you feel like you need to enter into the Temple of Black Obsidian, there is an amazing guided meditation that goes along with this and healing, entering the healing chamber. And one of the things I can tell you is when I first did this, I don't want to say skeptical, but kind of nervous. Like I was afraid about what I was going to see. And really what I found was it wasn't so much scary as much as it was just liberating, right? So we're not going to do that in this group setting because I don't know that it's for everyone. And there are some specific things. I just think that it's very intimate and it's very personal. So if you would like to do the healing meditation for the Temple of Black Obsidian, then by all means contact me and we will set up a private session together. A one-on-one session so that you can do that at your pace and we can move through it and progress and really address anything that's specific to you, right? There are a lot of things that we can talk broadly about, but I'm getting like strict instruction to stop there. So I'm going to peek here. Nicole says, I have an Apache tear, which I think is a form of obsidian that I bring just about everywhere with me. I take my black obsidian everywhere with me too. One of the things about black obsidian, guys, is black obsidian is an amazing protection stone. I put it in I have it in my car. I have one in my car that stays in my car at all times. And I keep one in my purse. I have a little pouch of stones that goes everywhere with me. And the thing about obsidian in particular is obsidian is a fire stone. So if you want to cleanse black obsidian, use a flame. I would suggest using a natural flame, for example, not necessarily straight out of the lighter because you've got the chemicals, but maybe light a candle, let it burn for a little bit, and then run your obsidian through it. That's one way to clear it, just one way because it is a firestone. But with it being a firestone, it helps to protect from fiery situations. Yeah, I'll just leave it at that. It helps to protect from fiery situations. So as we use our stones and what have you, it helps to know what element they are so that we can use them appropriately, right? So yeah, I will just say that to black obsidian. If that is something that you feel like, I don't know, something's really guiding me to do this healing ritual, not ritual, I don't want to call it that, this guided meditation, by all means, let me know and we'll set up a private session. All right, and so I want to recap. We had, and I'm going to keep them in this particular order. Let me pull my sleeve back so I don't knock the camera over again. All right, we have Archangel Michael, Lapis Lazuli. I think I have Lapis Lazuli, but I haven't totally identified it as that yet. I can't tell. It's a tumbled stone, though, and I can't tell if it's Lapis Lazuli. Good gosh, this is driving me crazy. Okay, maybe I'm supposed to do more with that. Let me be sensitive to that. Okay, Archangel Michael, like, he's so direct. Am I supposed to come back to this card? Okay, I don't know. They need to know the vision. Okay, I guess I do know. All right. So I guess we're coming back to this card. Let me see how I'm doing on time. Sorry, guys. So again, this is Archangel Michael with Lapis Lazuli. And what I was going to say is I have one. I'm not for sure if it's Lapis Lazuli or Sodalite. I'm trying to see how close it is. It's not close enough for me to grab. That's all right. So again, remembering that Archangel Michael says that we bring you, and we, the angels, bring you the gift of vision and inspirational insight from which you shall derive energy, motivation, and a sense of purpose. And Archangel Michael also told us, we know you can benefit from a vision, something that integrates all you want to do into one unifying purpose. So let's get into the details of that. Nicole says, is it dark blue with streaks of goldish color in it? It's dark blue. Dang, most of my stones are in the other room. I charged them the other day. It's dark blue, and it's kind of got like a goldish whitish. So I'm not sure if it is lapis lazuli or sodalite. And sit tight. Let me see if I can find it. Okay, sorry about that. Let's see what we got here. I have a couple of like, I don't even know why is that one in there? Okay. It might be sodalite. I don't know. I don't know if I can. Ugh. Oops. I'll set them down and see if I can zoom in. There's two in particular. I think they might honestly be sodalite, but my sodalite that I know for sure is sodalite looks so different. Let me. There we go. And again, sorry this is so shaky. Most of my stones are in the other room. Hopefully that'll focus. I feel like I have one more somewhere. What do you think, Nicole? Let me raise this back up. And lapis lazuli has been on my list. I need to hook that up. All right, so let me drop these back in here. Okay, sorry, that was, you think it's lapis? Awesome. Because I've been wanting some, and I'm just like, I'm not sure. Sodalite's a bit brighter. Let me see. Adam, can you grab, can you grab a couple of the blue stones that are in the living room, please and thank you? You know, he's gonna be like, what? Yeah, the sodalite specifically. He said sodalite? Did you read my mind or did you hear me? He said it's the only one I think I know the name to. Thank you, babe. Yeah, perfect. Thank you very much. Okay, yeah. All right. So I have sodalite here, and then I have apatite. All right, so let me zoom that back down. This one's the sodalite. I think you're right, Nicole, because it's got whiter streaks through it. Whiter. Does that make sense? And then I have also this blue apatite. And believe it or not, blue apatite is just what it sounds like. But rather than, I don't use it, I use it to help control my appetite. See, I think you're right, Nicole. I need to check a couple more reference. Or, you know, I need to, because I'm one of those types of people where I'm like, I like to be super organized with my stuff. Like I've got all of this particular stone in this container and all of those over here. And these are spread strategically over here. But I have a catch-all of some blue stones that I'm just like, I don't know what the heck these are. And so that's where these two Tubble stones have been. Awesome. Okay, so let's get back to the vision. Now that we had a slight little sidebar. And now, Nicole, like you said, I'm looking at these a little closer. The sodalites really got white streaks through it, but these do have some kind of, yep, I'm seeing little flecks of gold. I never noticed that before. Yay. I need to go pick up more stones. I've been actually thinking about carrying stones because I give so many away, but also just for people who are looking for something specific. Hey, run to my shop. All right. Sorry, guys. Let's get organized again. And then we'll wrap up. All right. Archangel Michael's got something he wants to tell us. Vision is a top of the mountain moment where you get a sense of where you have been and where you are headed. It is often an all-encompassing big picture flash of light, excuse me. You won't necessarily know how, what, okay, let me start over. Excuse me. You won't necessarily know how what you see could possibly happen. It is very uplifting and an expansive vision. And then your mind may wonder if it's a fantasy or wish or rather than a vision, simply because the truth of how it's going to unfold and develop is beyond what your mind can conceive at the time. Maybe for you, the vision is more of a feeling, a clear yearning in your heart to do something in particular with your life, or an inner knowing that you are a healer. For example, maybe you have just had your vision and are waiting for the moment when you finally get why you are here on this planet. Your vision will not necessarily include the details of steps to take at first, although it will come when you are ready to take the relevant steps. It can be like driving a car through a foggy night, seeing only the most immediate part of the road before you at a given time. Does that mean that the road doesn't exist beyond what you can see? Of course not. It does, however, mean that although the vision gives you the equivalent of the destination, a sense of where you are headed, once you are on the journey, the road will not always be clearly visible beyond what you can do today. That is so amazing, because I've been running into so many people lately who are like, I just don't know which direction I'm supposed to be going. And really, here, Archangel Michael is directing us. He's given a clear sense in the fact that we don't always know. We have a sense of the end result, but we don't always know, what we're supposed to do 2 weeks from now or 3 weeks from now. But we will know that when we're headed on the right direction, that it's not always visible, and we won't always know what to do beyond today. But we're being guided and directed daily as to what you are to do today. Follow your intuition. Learn to hear it, learn to trust it, and then follow it. You could compare it to the difference of being at the top of a mountain and seeing all before you, and the compromised vision that has to occur as you descend from the peak and the beginning of the journey. That's a great way of looking at it. We know where we're supposed to be. We can see the top of the mountain, right? We got that vision from the top of the mountain and we can see it clearly, but now we have to start at the foot of the mountain and work our way up towards it, right? And at the foot of the mountain, we don't see as clearly as we do at the top of the mountain. The view during the journey itself is not often as clear and far-reaching as the moment of the vision. You can trust in the guiding hand of the universe to help you fulfill your vision when you cannot grasp the entirety of the steps you need to take to get there. There will certainly be times where you may wonder if you have lost track altogether. There are moments when you need to come back to the vision to gain energy and motivation to keep going, no matter what seems to be happening or not happening in your view of things. Even if it's not always clear to you, live your life through your guiding and intervention of the compassionate wisdom of wildly creative higher intelligence. You are being given exactly the opportunities and tests, gifts, and information you need to take your journey. The universe cannot take your journey for you, but it will certainly empower you with all that you need to be able to do it yourself. Remember too, that the vision is not just the destination in the more limited sense of achieving certain success and manifesting certain dreams. It is a state of consciousness. It is a way of being that enables you to access that reality. Let me repeat that. Remember, too, that the vision is not just a destination in the more limited sense of achieving certain success and manifesting certain dreams. It is a state of consciousness, a way of being that enables you to access that reality. A lot of us have everything that we need around us, but we don't have that mindset, that state of consciousness to access it yet. We're looking at everything and we're like, how am I going to make this work? But as we raise our level of understanding, our consciousness, our spirituality, as we fully integrate, then we start to see how these things that we not only have, but have always had, how they're going to propel us forward. And again, some of these things are the things that have been hidden in our shadows. Okay, I'm sorry. Every step on your path is a way to build that consciousness within you each day. This is why tapping into what your vision feels like to you is just as powerful as having a clear vision for where you're headed. And I got to stop on that because we've been talking about intentions. And yesterday, what did I say? One of the things that's super important is to focus on the end result. And at the end of the day, for a lot of us, that is a feeling. You know, to accomplish something, to succeed at something, that's that feeling, right? So we're not always focused on, when it comes to our intentions, on the act, but also, you know, the feeling that we get at the end of the act, right? Again, just to repeat, sometimes it can be even more powerful to feel the feeling of what it would be like if your vision had already manifested. The joy, confidence, trust, peace, and feeling of maturity that engenders in you can enhance your journey and increase your readiness to receive and embody the manifestation of your vision. This is all law of vibration, y'all. If you've been waiting for a clear guidance and direction to come to you, this oracle brings you the news that it shall be given to you. This may have already happened, in which case you're being asked to return to your vision and put faith in it. If you are impatient for your vision to come to you, or to be further clarified, then this oracle brings you reassurance that your prayers will be answered and your insight into the divine plan as it relates to your life purpose and divine destiny will be shown to you. This will happen at the best time for you so that what you are shown really gets through. So be patient. You're not behind. You're not late. You're not running out of time. You lack for nothing. It will be shown to you when it's the best time for you so that you really get it. When the student is ready, the master will appear. Finally, if you've been asking if you have a sense of destiny, a vision, or dream, let me repeat that. Finally, if you have been asking if your sense of destiny, a vision, or dream you had, or a feeling about an amazing future project is correct, this oracle brings you confirmation that you are not just imagining things, but you are accessing genuine insight. So again, this is a reminder to not only continually shed those feelings of lack, fear, anger, disappointment, what have you, but a reminder that you're exactly where you're supposed to be, and that vision, that whatever you're holding, that life purpose, that thing that keeps bubbling up within you, right? This oracle comes to you as this is not, you know, just a feeling or your imagination. That is actually where you're supposed to be. It is actually your true calling. It's actually your life purpose. And the cool thing with following up with that, guys, is remember, we got rare success. And what was rare success about? Rare success was all about the success that you're going to experience is unique only unto you. That we can't gauge success against society or against what the people around us are doing. And remember, what did this card tell us? That of course sometimes it looks like the people around us are successful, or how come we haven't gotten as far? Because it's a lot easier to build a house of cards, but you are building a mansion. And a mansion takes a lot more planning, a lot more effort, a lot more materials, right? A lot more design. It's a lot more exquisite isn't the word. Well, it is a lot more exquisite, but it's a lot more, it's just a lot more detail. There's a lot more to it, right? So the vision that you've had, the vision that you've been wondering, is this really for me? Is this really what I'm supposed to be doing? Am I imagining this? Hold on to that vision. And remember that we know sometimes what the end point is, but we don't always know the path to get there. And your guides are directing you every day. Sometimes we don't know beyond today, and that's okay. But it's about learning and putting trust and faith. And here's the thing that I say this cautiously, and I say it with absolute love. With absolute love. For many people who have come up in religion, religion has you put your faith in a higher purpose outside of you. Goddess life understands you are not separate from God. You are not separate. So we put our faith within. And when we stop externalizing and putting our faith and our trust and hanging our hats and our hopes and our dreams on other things outside of us, then we stop attracting all the disappointment, the frustration, the hurt, the why aren't things coming together? Why does it look like other people are succeeding more than me? I'm trying to be faithful. What are you being faithful to? Are you being faithful to the vision that you've been given, to the innate abilities that you know beyond a shadow of a doubt that are for you and for your life purpose? But so many times we get guidance and direction. We're being guided intuitively. We all have psychic ability. Hate to break it to you, but we all have psychic abilities. Some people, it comes a lot stronger. Some people, not as much. It's kind of like all of us who can walk. We can all mostly run, right? But there are some people who can run marathons. And there are some people who can sprint. And really, again, I just sidebar, when you look at the bodies between a marathon runner and a sprinter, they don't look anything alike. But sometimes we compare ourselves. Maybe we're a sprinter and we're going, but so-and-so does marathons and they run all these miles every day and I can only do these short distances. But your body is built completely different. You're not meant to be doing long distances, so stop comparing yourself. Guys, by the way, if you're curious, just go to Google and pull up marathon runners and pull up images, and then pull up like sprinters and pull up images. You'll see a big difference in the body. So anyway, I digress. So really, again, what I want to focus on is that you already have the vision. If the vision isn't clear yet, we're being told to be patient. When the students are ready, the master will appear. So if your vision isn't totally clear yet, maybe you're one of those people who needs to come back here to the healing chamber of the Temple of Black Obsidian, the dark healing chamber. If you're still not sure, you're still doubting, you're still frustrated, you're still feeling like, oh, I don't know where to go, I don't have everything that I need, I'm still missing pieces of the puzzle, then this is clear instruction for you. And again, we didn't go through the healing chamber exercise directly. This is something that's very personal, very private. So if it is something that you want to do, please contact me directly for a private session. But I will tell you, it is absolutely amazing. And I'm sorry, guys, I know I'm messing with the camera here. I'm trying to straighten it back out. So again, the vision. You have the vision. You know what to do. It's within you. It's deep. It's innate. I'm sorry, I'm shaking the table. That's what I get for wearing my bathrobe. Bumps into everything. And then in doing so, remembering that we have rare success. The success that we encounter with our vision is not the success that the world has placed or categorized as success. It is unique only unto us. No one else can do what you do the way that you do it. So we got to stop comparing ourselves to other people, to other things. Again, remember that we've been culled out from the herd. We've been separated specifically to let our light shine. Really? And this isn't and what did our guides tell us today? This isn't always about a physical, success. A lot of times this is about the state of being, a state of elevating our consciousness to understand. And once we do so, we realize that the society's worlds of success really aren't shit. People are all excited like, yay, I got a blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, really? Because I'm about to manifest 44 times that. And it's not that I look down upon them. It's just an understanding. A lot of times we get excited about the small things because we don't realize how much greater there is for us, right? Because we fear that unknown, or we think, oh, that's not possible. That couldn't be for me. That's for those special people over there. You are one of those special people over there. So really just focusing on that. I want to come back to my phone here real quick. Nicole says, I have a picture here of different lappies. I'll send to you when we're done. I'm pretty positive those first ones you showed me are lappies. Awesome. Yay, thank you. I appreciate it if you would. That's awesome. That's awesome, awesome. So really, guys, again, the big thing here is if you need to heal, heal. Do what you need to do. And in addition, for those of you who have healed, shed light on the shadows and have been able to give them unconditional love and heal them. This is a time of integration. And again, what did Archangel Michael tell us in the beginning? He said, you may have different projects that are going on in different places, and you know that each of them are part of your life purpose, but they're so different. Archangel Michael says, we, the angels, are coming to bring to you the vision so that you can see how they're fully integrated into your life. Divine masculine, divine feminine coming together to create the divine sun child. How to integrate all parts of self, which again, why it's so important to make sure that we've completely healed. There are pieces that need to be healed and integrated into your life, right? So finally, again, rare success, rare success, rare success, rare success. Your success is unique only unto you. And what you have is going to be so expansive and so amazing that people can't even classify it. It is a rare success. So guys, the big thing here is I love our guides so much. I see where they're taking us. We went, from that you're being transported into and being transformed into a new person, new soil. We got into the new soil. Then we started working on healing our divine masculine and integrating with our divine, and even for some healing divine feminine and integrating with our, okay, I'm just gonna move those and integrating with our full selves. And finally, or not finally, now we're being told, we're getting those guidance and directions. We're being told that, hey, things are beginning to happen. Things are happening behind the scenes. Even though you maybe can't see the full path, you're being guided and directed daily to listen to our intuition, to those thoughts, those feelings that keep bubbling up within us. We're being guided and directed daily as to where it is we're supposed to be, where it is we're supposed to be going. So really, guys, I want you to focus on what you do have. Bear with me. I feel like I need to go back to something. What are you telling me? Okay, I thought I was getting hot. Now I'm getting cold again. What am I supposed to be doing? What message do you have for us? Okay, I think we did talk about this. We're going to talk to our divine circus. Nope, we're not. I guess we're talking to our archangels. Y'all thought I was serious. Thank you, archangels. What do you have for us? What do you have for us today? Cut the deck. Okay. I swear you can't make this stuff up. And y'all know this is one of my favorite cards, right? Archangel Haniel. Trust and follow your renewed passion in your love life and career. There's something that's been renewed or bubbling up or brought back to the forefront of your mind. Like, oh yeah, I have been really passionate about this. I was always really into this as a kid. I was always into this as most of my life. This has always been a real hobby of mine, and I really feel great peace and joy and abundance when I do such and such activity. Right? And what else did our guides tell us? That a lot of times this is about the feeling can be more powerful. And we talked about that with intentions. A lot of times we're setting intentions using words, but the feeling that we have is totally different, right? We say things like, my intention is to exercise and be as healthy as possible, or go to the gym, right? I think is the example we used yesterday. And we set intentions to go to the gym because that's how other people have measured the standard of success. But really, in reality, for us, we prefer Pilates or yoga. You know, my vibe, I feel most energetic. I feel most alive after Pilates or yoga. Follow that. follow that. Maybe the gym, it's not to say that the gym isn't for you. I mean, we all know the physical body needs diet and exercise. I mean, there's no getting around that. Total wellness is mind, body, and spirit. But maybe your way is supposed to be a different way. Maybe you're not a CrossFitter. Maybe you're a bodybuilder. Maybe you're not a bodybuilder. Maybe you're, you know, you're something, whatever the other trends are in the gym. All right, I feel like we're getting one more card. I think this is the card. Wow. Clear crystal intentions. Archangel Michael, be clear about what you desire and focus upon it with unwavering faith. And what is so amazing about that is Archangel Michael just told us, we know what the vision is. We've got the vision. If we haven't got it, we're getting it. And once we have it, to be crystal clear, be clear about what you desire and focus upon it with unwavering faith. That's all you need to know, guys. I think sometimes we, in the past few weeks, just in working with folks, working with friends, working with family, working with clients, I think sometimes we get nervous, anxious, excited, impatient, and we live in this, what I call the Burger King society of your way, right away, now. You know, and life, let's just say this, our journey unfolds as it needs to. There are some things that, it's kind of like in elementary school, right? When you were in second grade, your teacher didn't start teaching you, you know, calculus because you weren't ready. There were other things you needed to learn along the way. It's kind of like, you know, you learn the alphabet and then you learn to spell, you know. But how can I spell words if I don't even know what the alphabet is? So there are certain things that you are going to learn, certain tests, not even, and I don't want to say tests like, oh my God, God is testing me, it's going to suck. Nothing like that. Because again, we're in complete control of our thoughts and feelings. We don't dwell in the shadows anymore. You know, we dwell in the light. And so there are going to be tests that you're going to, as you stay focused in your unwavering intentions, you're going to easily pass. And as you pass them, you gain more knowledge and more success and more, you get that, what is that card that told us? Do the things that give you a deep sense of accomplishment. And you get that deep sense of accomplishment because you're working within your life purpose. So I think that I think that's it, guys. I think it's just very clear. The question is there really isn't a question. We just need to stop and go into our sacred space, into our power place. Call Nimitana if you need help. Go within. We're not looking externally for signs. Right? Because God, the universe, the infinite, the I am, is within. One of the things that I've learned when working with my archangels and working with my goddesses is that they are me. So often we've grown up, even when you're not in religion, but we've grown up with the concepts of like praying to a deity or to something, or that we have to look outside of us and ask for help. God, please change my heart. You know, we say things like that in religion, or please help me, you know, and really at the end of the day, we have to remember we're not separate from God. So the vision that you have, whether it makes sense or not, when it is right in accordance to your life and to your heart, understand that you will absolutely bring it about when you keep your unwavering thoughts, feelings, and actions, your unwavering focus and faith on the target, on the project, on the vision. And you already have the vision. The vision has been within you since before you came to this earth. So it's a matter of tapping into it. So again, I just want to remind anyone, if you're feeling stuck, if you're feeling like you're still back here, hit me up and we'll do a private session for the dark healing chamber. And it's a very liberating experience. It's not spooky. It's not scary. It's just really something that allows you to end up feeling very loved and supported, but really gives you a lot more clarity on what it is that, like, I feel like I've been working on this, but what's holding me back? And it's not even necessarily something that you may do once. It's something that you may do repeatedly. One of the things I do want to say, guys, is when I do my sessions, especially when we do them online, I record them. Because a lot of times when we're in session, you know, we hear a lot of things and it's like, awesome. And then we get off the phone and it's like, what'd she say? I don't know, but it was awesome. You know, I want you to be able to go back and chew on that some more if you need to. Additionally, with this guided meditation with the Temple of Black Obsidian, I want you, if needed, to be able to go back, because I've done it more than once. And I love it in the sense that every so often I'm like, oh, I saw you creeping in the corner. I didn't know you were there. I see you now. Okay, let's go ahead and work on this. So I think what I really just want to focus on today is that, again, we have everything we need. Sometimes we know what the end vision is, and we're like, I need this, and this, and how to get there, and I can't do this because I don't. That's when we allow that habit of lack to set in. But now we're creating the new habit of, I know exactly where I'm headed. I've got the clear vision. I've seen it. I've seen the path, or I've seen the top of the mountain. But really today, I'm just focusing on what it is I need to be doing today. And really, when we're spending that time within ourselves, like Nicole said, you do some mindful meditation, you know, first thing in the morning when you're getting up. All right, self, what am I doing today? And just follow. We got to learn to feel. We live in a society where, like, you know, feelings get dismissed because, you know, rule and structure is what creates all. And again, now we're starting to integrate masculine and feminine. That masculine is that structure. Everything goes here, this way, A, B, C, and D. Whereas that feminine aspect is kind of like, ooh, what's this over here? Oh my gosh, did you see that over there? You know, we kind of take it all in versus, so now we're integrating, we're staying structured in the sense that we have our unwavering faith, our unwavering focused thought and attention. And that there are certain things like our mantras, our affirmations, our I am statements, our intentions that we are living, we are reciting, not only just saying out loud, but we are closing our eyes and we are feeling them because we made them in accordance to that which we are trying to achieve, the feeling, right? And in doing so, we start to bring about, we just move forward. We move forward. And then all of a sudden we're like, holy crap. I hit the first plateau. All right, cool. Or the first, plateau. Now I can start moving forward again. And then we realize, oh man, I can see a little bit further up this mountain. The view's starting to get nice. We move further and we move further. So just understand that we're always growing. Trust yourself. Trust your instincts. Trust your innate wisdom to move you forward. Trust in your vision. And in keeping your unwavering thoughts, feelings, and actions towards that which you want to accomplish. So again, guys, this is one of the reasons why vision boards are so amazing, because they help us to stay focused. A lot of times when we see things, it brings it to remembrance. But we live in a world where things are so much out of sight, out of mind, you know, and we get so busy. So spending time with your vision boards, spending time with, and I'm pointing to my things. My vision boards are over here. My affirmations and intentions are all over there. Spending time with these things, not just, you know, first thing in the morning or on the weekends, but throughout the day, getting them worked and ingrained within your spirit and your soul. And what you'll find is instead of things moving like this, they start to move together and just, what a coinky-dink. No, that was, you were always creating. You were just saying one thing and doing something else and feeling something, a third thing. So you always felt incongruent. But now that everything is synced up and integrated, we can all move forward to not just together, but on our own paths, right? So remember, you've been called to lead. Tune into you. You know what you're supposed to be doing. You know. It's kind of like people go, I want to get in shape, but I don't know how. I want to get healthy. I don't know how. Innately, we all know that you're supposed to eat healthy and exercise and drink water, right? And get sleep. If a person just starts to do those things, no matter where they're at, but they make an effort to eat better, they make an effort to exercise more, they make an effort to make sure they get sleep, by default, they get results. But we like to use excuses like, I don't know how, I'm not sure where I'm supposed to be going, I'm waiting for guidance and direction. You think God put you here on this earth just to leave you off all willy-nilly? And even further yet, you think you're separate from God? From the universe, from the infinite, from the I am? Okay, I'm going to start preaching, so I'm going to stop there. Oh, my poor family this week, these last 2 weeks, I know they're just like, okay, oh God, Sharita's calling. She's going to have another sermon for us. But here's the deal. When I have love for someone and I care about them, just as I even care about y'all, the only difference with y'all in my family is I don't talk to you on the phone and I'm not in your personal business, you know? But when I'm talking to my family, like, I'm at a point now where they probably are annoyed with me in the sense that they're like, Sharita's always preaching this love and light and positive thinking, but I got bills, you know? But I'm at a point where it's a choice. We either choose to continue to walk around being defeated and living the lives that we were in the past, or we choose to take a new attitude, a new approach, to try something different, to walk, I don't know, according to our life purpose, and see what happens. And again, that doesn't mean quitting your job and, you know, donating all your furniture to the needy. Nobody's saying that. But it does mean doing what you're called to do, even if it's on the weekends, taking those steps, keeping hold of that vision. Okay, guys, that's all I got. Oh, wow, I'm longer than usual, and here I thought today was going to be a short one. I love you lots. Let's social it up one more time. I got to get my butt to the gym because I got to go back again tonight. I'm on 2-a-days now. But again, I want to talk about that for a hot second. Not even for a hot second, but I'm doing it because I know, I've been given a vision. And it's not just a vision about what my body looks like, but it's more so a vision about how my whole life is supposed to be and everything encompassed with my life purpose. And I understand that total wellness is mind, body, and spirit. And I cannot expect to be able to take in and do greater things with a weak, frail, fragile, decaying, decomposing, you know, declining body. That I have to continue to build and strengthen not only my body, but my mind. And, you know, it's kind of the example we've been giving. It's like trying to send broadband signal through a dial-up wire. You know, it's time to upgrade to allow energy to flow through me, not just to me, but through me. Cycle it up. Let's social it up, y'all. You know the deal. Hit like when you're done. Oh, I love you lots. Again, I'm so sorry to be so long-winded today, but I really want to make sure that we are on the same daggone page and understanding this. By all means, if you have personal questions, hit me up. What I will do, guys, is I have an online calendar, and so I think what I'll do is I will start posting the details to that. If you're on YouTube, I'll be posting those probably starting next week in the description, so that if you want to set up a personal session, a personal reading, if you have questions, you are absolutely welcome to do so. And again, it's an online calendar, so that way you can schedule according to you. And most everything I do, we do online, unless you're close to me here in Houston area, but we typically meet online, and it's completely free. You can do it from your phone, so you don't have to worry about being at the computer or anything like that. You can do it from your phone, and you'll be able to see me. I can see you, and then again, I record the session, and I send it to you. I try to keep my sessions at 30 to 45 minutes, but you know me. So again, guys, let me know if you have any questions. Thank you so much for joining me today. Let's go out and be goddesses. Let's go out and be awesome. Let's go out and just hold the vision. Hold true to the vision. If you don't know, if you can't see the vision, but you feel the vision, hold on to it. No matter what the world is saying around you, again, because you've been called to lead. You are the lighthouse. Let your light shine. People need you. They need you. I can't stress that enough. You are needed in this world. And again, with that light shining, not only do you attract the people who you're meant to help, but you also attract the people who are meant to help you. It's a win-win. It's always a win-win. There's no need to not have a win-win. I love you, Light Goddesses. You have an amazing Wednesday. And hey, don't forget to get your hump on. Because, you know, hump day and all. I love you lots. Just as a reminder, a goddess uses her knowledge of universal laws of nature, her conscious mind, and esoteric powers to manifest her dreams. A goddess understands how to transform situations using her highest influence to make her visions and dreams a reality. Peace and love. Have a great one, and I will see you tomorrow.